So if you guys didn't watch the previous video in this series about modifying this G80 M3, you guys missed a lot because honestly, I already did a lot to it. I would highly recommend watching it, but just to catch you guys up really quickly, I installed these carbon fiber CSL style grills from Keys Motorsports, as well as these carbon fiber air inlets, again from Keys Motorsports, and it just makes the whole front end of this car look so much more aggressive. It really fixes that like weird front end that people keeps on complaining about, at least in my opinion. If you guys don't remember what the stocks look like, I have the original pieces laid out right over here so you can see how boring this original OEM grill is, with those like just gloss black slats like that, and then this big bar in the middle, as well as these honeycomb style grills. So both of these mods make a huge difference on the front end. But in today's video, we're gonna be installing something else on this front end that I really think is gonna tie it all together. Something that every modified car, in my opinion, really needs. Now, if I didn't spoil it in the title and the thumbnail already, I think I spoiled it in my last video. But what we're gonna be installing, guys, is a front lip on this 2023 BMW M3. And I honestly think that front lip is gonna complete this whole front end. Well, there's actually one more mod I have for the front end, but it's not really for the front end. But you guys just have to stay tuned for that video. So as you guys saw from those clips, this is a 3-piece carbon fiber lip, again, for the G80 M3, and this thing is super aggressive. I mean, just look at that wing right over there. Overall, the design is pretty cool. It's subtle, but it's also aggressive at the same time. Some of the key design elements, of course, again, being this wing right over here, being this little like pointy part, whatever you want to call that there. And then you also have some like vents inside the front piece of the lip, which is pretty cool as well. Kind of reminds me of my Vara style lip on my F30. And if you can't tell, guys, it's basically going to connect like right here like that. So this is all going to be one piece when it's all put together. Now, if you guys are wondering, yes, this is very similar to like maybe an M Sport lip on the BMW F30, which is not hard to install. However, the key difference with this one on the G80 are these pieces here. This doesn't just go right over the bumper. This actually replaces a piece of the bumper. This piece here is going to replace this piece on the bumper. Yes, guys, this is a separate piece. So this one right over here, that's separate from the rest of the bumper. It actually clips in and is kind of bolted into the bumper. So that's going to be the annoying part about installing this lip, specifically a bolt back in here. So we're actually going to have to like pull back the fender liner and pull apart some of the bumper pieces so we can hopefully access that bolt without having to remove the entire bumper, because I'll be honest with you guys, I already removed the bumper to install the front grille and the air inlet, and I don't want to have to do it again. It wasn't that it was hard, but with a car this expensive and this new, I don't want to mess it up, and I want to make sure that when I put it back on, it's like it was new. And I managed to do that the first time around, but the second time around, who knows? So with that said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start trying to install this front lip. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do is turn on the car, turn the wheel, so that way I can get to those 10mm bolts that's holding on the fender liner, take those out so I can basically pull the fender liner back. Then I'll pull the bumper apart a little bit, and then I'll hopefully be able to reach that 8mm that basically goes downwards, connecting this piece right over here to the rest of the bumper. Alright guys, so hopefully you're able to see from those angles, but I basically went behind the bumper like that. I had my brother help me out and kind of like spread it open. That way I can get like the 8mm in there and get that bolt off. And then in terms of the part over here, there are a few clips and bolts holding on that little piece from underneath. I think in total it was like 3 of these types of clips, which you will need something like this for. This one is actually a little too angled, so I ended up using this one right over here. Yeah, you need something like this to take them off. And then there's a couple 10mm underneath. I don't know if these just hold on the bumper itself or they hold on this piece, but regardless, I took them off just in case. Now, I did test it out after, guys, and I started like pulling this off to see if there's anything else holding it in. I don't think so. I think at this point, I should be good. If you guys can tell, it's already coming off. I should be good to just take this off. Then with this off, we can install the replacement carbon fiber piece, which isn't gonna go on the same exact way, but I'll talk about that when I get to it. Alright guys, so let me just update you quickly on what I've done so far. So as you can tell, I finished installing the fin over here. Again, replacing the OEM one with this carbon fiber one. Overall guys, the fit and finish is really nice. The fitment's honestly almost perfect. The one thing that does kind of suck though, the original one connects to the bottom of the bumper via clips. This one, since it's more aggressive, it doesn't line up with those OEM clips, so you have to use 3M tape, which is a bit of a pain. It does fit really well. However, 3M tape, especially on curves like this, it tends to pop out sometimes. So you guys can see right now it is good, but it did pop out once or twice before, but that's totally fine. We'll resolve that later, but for now we did get it in. So as I suspected, the worst part was this bolt over here, but with my brother's help I was able to reinstall it. And then underneath guys, there are some clips and bolts that I told you about before. Since this piece is more aggressive, you have to uninstall one more bolt over here and reuse it to install this new piece. And then I actually didn't use one of the clips, and I thought about putting the clip in just to hold the bumper together. However, just in case if I have to ever take the bumper apart, I want to be able to access all the clips and the bolts, so I chose just not to use this one. So that way everything under this lip right over here is easily accessible. But anyways guys, enough with the boring stuff. You can see just how big of a difference this makes. So look at this piece over here and then compare it to the OEM piece, which looks absolutely puny in comparison. So of course we still have to install this side to match with this one, and then once these two pieces are in, we install the middle piece, which is just going to reuse the factory bolts as well as some 3M tape, pretty similar to this one. Alright guys, so as you saw, I finished installing the other side off camera. Now that all that remains is the middle piece right over here. Now this piece should be hopefully easier than the other two. Now something to note guys, this side I actually didn't finish installing technically. I have the bolts lined up underneath and also have the 3M tape basically ready to be peeled off and stuck on. However, just because we have to line up that middle piece, I want to make sure I have a little bit of flexibility, so that way when I'm lining up the middle piece, if I need to adjust this one a little bit, that one I went ahead and stuck on already. I didn't really think that one through, but I think having this one a little bit flexible should be enough. Alright guys, so it has been a few days since I finished installing the front lip on the G80 M3. I figured I'd come over here, just kind of get a change of scenery so I can show you guys the finished product. Because as you guys saw from a previous video, I installed the carbon fiber CSL style front grille as well as those carbon fiber air inlets. So overall, the front end of this G80 M3 looks absolutely amazing. It looks so much more aggressive. Now don't get me wrong, I love what the grills did, but this front lip really tied it together and now feels complete, at least from the front end. So here it is guys, the G80's new look. Now again, everything just combined together. It looks so mean, it looks so aggressive. Now if you guys can tell, it's a little dirty right now, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I already highway tested this thing and I was able to go up to some high speeds. Hopefully the lighting isn't ruining it, but you guys can see just how aggressive this front lip is. These two sections on the corners protrude so much. They're so much more aggressive than the OEM ones, and even more aggressive than some of the other front lips that I've seen on G80s. Even the centerpiece, with how much that comes out, it's just a lot more aggressive. It pokes out a lot more, and it just makes this thing look absolutely menacing. Now I'm sure you guys were able to tell this thing is a little dirty right now, and that is again because it's been a few days. I did drive this thing on the highway. I wanted to see how it's gonna put up with like highway speeds, and I can tell you, it's definitely standing the test of time right now. It still feels solid. Again, 3M tape as well as the OEM bolts. It is enough in this case. Literally, as I was driving up here, someone already complimented the front end of this G80. Like before, the car looked good, but now it looks as expensive as it is, in my opinion, because these cars always perform really well. The interior is absolutely spectacular in my opinion, especially with the ivory interior and the carbon bucket seats. But there's something about the exterior design about it that it looked really good. It looked very sophisticated, but it didn't feel very sporty to me. That's not to say that this car looked bad, but I just think it looks so much better now. I mean, just look at this thing. This thing looks wild right now. We still have to lower it, I know guys. We need to get some wheel spacers and we need to do a whole bunch of other things to it. Like this side over here, we're gonna do some, you know, some stuff to it. I'm not gonna say everything. The rear as well. However, I always felt like the rear and the side kind of match like the style of this car. Like the rear looks aggressive, the sides with those hips looks aggressive. I really think it was the front end that was lacking, but these two angles always look good in my opinion. Here's just a shot in the sun. Yeah, I don't know, I always thought this looked good. It can still use some like lowering springs or something like that. And again guys, we will get into that later on, but for now, the front end definitely looks 10 times better. We've already made so much progress on the G80 M3 and there's still so much more left to do. I keep on saying that, but legit, we still have so much to do. I just got some more boxes from Keys Motorsports, so again, huge shout out and thank you to Keys Motorsports for helping me with this build, because without them, honestly, I wouldn't be able to do it. So if you guys wanna see more videos about the G80, about the other cars on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more videos. But yeah, anyways guys, with that said, this video is pretty much done and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.